Ladies and gentlemen, Kudo Games fam, what up, what up? I'm a little bit late to the party, but it's better late than never. With regards to the drip marketing for the 1.2 characters, I never got to share my thoughts due to getting slapped by a hurricane, but we are back. And I want to share my thoughts with regards to both characters. One of them I think looks incredibly good, and one of them I think looks incredibly mid. And I like to provide a lot of context and substance and scrutinize everything about the characters, from the hairstyle to the clothing that they're wearing, the pose they're striking, the color of their eyes. I get into it. I like this type of stuff, and I like giving, critical thought with regards to these designs and how they can be appealing or maybe a bit of a turnoff. And then I like to have a little bit of a caveat in between there as well. So let's go ahead and start off with the female character. I think this design is the design that's like incredibly mid. It's like Ass Cheek Chronicles, nothing interesting about it. Boring. Simmer down, little bro, simmer down. I'm just kidding. Listen, breathe with me. Let it out, little pup. All right, now put them pitchforks down. I was just trolling. I actually love this design. I think it looks fantastic. I'm not joking at all. Starting off with the hair, one thing I'm gonna praise Kudo about over and over, they have done the 2-tone to 3-tone to 4-tone color hair palettes better than anybody before them. I think Lost Ark did it good too, but you couldn't even appreciate it because it was a top-down view and everything was zoomed out. You get to like appreciate this shit in these kind of games and see the hairstyle pop. It's the most visually appealing shit I think I've seen in the entirety of gaming with regards to hairstyles. Like that brown and black, it starts off brown and black right here, and then it goes into a much lighter brown, and it eventually turns into like, what is this like? All right, the color, here go the color heads, bro. PhD in colorology. All right, I'm gonna get the colors wrong. I'm telling you this right now. And that's like a green, right? And then there's like a turquoise. But it like basically slowly but surely branches out into the green and then into the pink. And that shit is just like the ultimate, I don't know, mesh. It just looks really good. And then the perfect finisher is, of course, the colors then go into the drip and then go into the eyes. God damn, those are some good looking eyes, bro. Why does it remind me of like Wigglytuff? Why does it remind me of fucking Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, bro? And Clefairy. Anyways, those eyes look gorgeous. They really do. The pose she's striking, the look she's making. And I'll be honest, I normally don't like pigtails because it's so cliche and prevalent in anime. I see it all the time. So when I see pigtails, I'm like, oh my God, another pigtail haired character. But when you take the pigtail hairstyle with all that color palette, the pose she's striking, the look she's making, it's actually quite fitting. She looks like an introvert who's shy, maybe more reserved, more of a loner. Before I read her description, I thought she's a nerd or a geek, maybe a bookworm. Maybe she likes technology, or she might even be an artist, like one or the other. I feel like this is the character that they made with Sucrose and Pella in mind. And they said, how can we make a 5-star version that looks much better than those two characters? I feel like that was the foundation of the design of however you pronounce that name over there. But I love this design. If I had to give it a scale from 1 to 10, I genuinely think this is a 9 out of 10 design. Now, for me, I'm interested in her. I want to know what she's going to do. If they have good gameplay in tandem with this design, I'll be honest, I'm gonna pick this girl up. I feel like her power is gonna be something akin to magic. I have no idea what she does, but I feel like she might do some like type of magical shit. But yeah, that said, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this bio over here, which I read already. What I wanted to say is the sunlight on you right now is so beautiful. Can I paint you? So she's a painter. She's an artist. She's one of them categories I said she would be in. She looks like it, which is cool. Now, I wonder if she's gonna be like the painter from Black Clover, bro. Anytime I see a painter in a game, I immediately think of Buddy from Black Clover, one of the captains, the little short goofy kid that got trolled by the what were the elves. They took over his body and bro was cracked. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Black Clover fans. Zezi is a commissioned painter, quiet and shy with a dedication to her craft. Bro, she is not, I actually didn't read this part. I only read this up here. She's not very eloquent, but her persistence and love for painting speaks volumes. So I hit that shit on the head. But like I said, this is what draws interest in design, especially in the gacha space where design is a big variable of pulling on characters, not the only variable, but it is a variable. This is what makes drip marketing successful by my standards. It's being able to tell a story with the pose, with the hairstyle, with the design of the character in its entirety, and then being able to like call what they're going to do. I shit you not, I called that shit on the spot without even looking at this description, bro. I did look at this up here, but I didn't look at this down here. But you can tell that in the design, in the craft that they made, and that shows they gave great attention and care to detail. Oh, and one more thing, I forgot to mention this. This is actually kind of important. I love how beautiful and gorgeous this character model is without even being provocative or sexualized. And don't get it twisted, I have no problem with the sexualization of grown-ass women in these gacha games, but it's the fact that they still pulled off the beauty in the model without having to show cleavage, without having to show the fucking, you know, the thick ass thighs. Thick thighs save lives, ass cheeks, you know what I'm saying, for days. They didn't have to do any of that, and she still looks really good, in my personal opinion. So I just wanted to throw that in there. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Bro's design is lackluster and mid. Now, I've heard the rumors that this dude's supposed to be free. So if you want to dampen the blow there because he's free, okay, sure, I guess. I guess you giving free characters the pass to look incredibly mid here. There's nothing interesting about this guy's design except the biomechanical cyborg arm right here. Like, this obviously is going to be interesting to anybody. The two-tone color hairstyle that Kudo just cooks with, like that there, that's their shit there, bro. They always do good with that. Other than that, the entirety of the design is incredibly mundane and just bland. Like, bro, if I pull back up Oh Girl, just look at how much more colorful and interesting this is when you look at this. Even the pose bro is striking doesn't really tell me anything. Okay, sure, it's elegant. Sure, it is elegant. Anybody can make that damn pose though. You can literally put that pose on Oh Girl and it's gonna be the same thing. Like, I feel like if he has the mechanism cyborg shit going, and he's like, obviously if you look in here, I think he's, yeah, okay, so he's about research, automata mechanics, of course he is. Then bro, make him hold his arm like fucking Israel from League of Legends. Have a little ball coming out of it and like some electrical circuit going around it. Make it more interesting. I feel like they failed with this guy's drip marketing just by what they did here. It's just booty cheeks, if you ask me. It's not interesting in the least bit. But maybe, here's the one thing, here's the saving grace. Maybe his gameplay is gonna be so fucking insane that this boring look will be like, it'll make so much sense then. You're like, oh yeah, see, y'all thought he was boring and that gameplay was so fire, wasn't it? And if that's the case, cool. I still feel like they could just do the same thing by just making a better drip marketing, which builds more interest and more excitement and anticipation of that character. I want to talk about a couple of things with this guy. Going off tangents here. Way back then, back in the gap, bro, back in them Phantasy Star Online, Sega Dreamcast, Sega days, that design was certified banger. In fact, this guy looks like a Phantasy Star Online design. I would love that design in Phantasy Star Online. In fact, I would love that design in a number of games 20 years ago, 10 years ago. When I think about Devil May Cry and Dante, bro, Dante's swag is actually kind of tacky and it's nothing really to brag home about. Bro gets carried by his personality, charisma, and his swagger. His personality, charisma, and swagger carries him. It's not really the look, it's just who he is and how he is. So this guy's design, with that context provided, actually looks pretty damn good. The problem is the expectations of drip marketing have been risen to the ceiling in the gacha genre, thanks to Hoyoverse, and now thanks to Chang Li fine ass. You know what I mean? So now when we see a character and that drip isn't just immaculate, it's shit, because there's where the bar is now, you know? I will say too, there are some characters out there in anime of 2024, you know, where their drip is so crazy now that you've unconsciously risen your expectations. I'll give you an example. Tengen. Look at my boy Tengen, right? There's so many things that you can comment on just with this picture, bro. If bro never opens his mouth, if you don't know who the hell this guy is, you're gonna comment on why's bro got some fucking diamonds in his headband, in his Naruto headband? Why's bro got some onyx beads hanging from his hair going down? Why's bro got a red eye tattoo on his left eye? Why is his eyes havoc? Why's bro got a fucking armband on? Okay, you know what? That's like pretty standard Street Fighter shit there. Showing off the muscles, right? But he's got the ninja robe. Bro's nails are painted. You know what the fuck? Still though, interesting, right? Ring right there. Jewelry looks good on men. Jewelry looks really good on men, especially in a picture. It makes them more interesting. The fucking the two swords in the back chained together, interesting. There's a lot of things about Tengen that make this man incredibly compelling and appealing to the person that is checking that person out. You know what I mean? When you go back to this guy though, it's just like, ooh, you know? So that's what I'm getting at. I feel like you can do a better job always with these designs, make the people more interesting, make the design, the pose they're striking, make it tell a story as well as you made this tell a story right here. Like you could pick apart this character for sure. Maybe in some situations, it's good to leave that enigmatic appearance. And then, like I said, because Ayato from Genshin Impact comes to mind. I didn't fuck with his design at all. Bro looked like Willy Wonka, modern day Willy Wonka. And then he grew on me because of his personality in the game. So this can be the same thing with him. And most importantly, design doesn't just sell a character, gameplay. I've proven this. I remember these dumb fucks in Honkai Star Rail were trying to shit on Acheron's design. Guess what? Highest selling banner of all fucking time in Honkai Star Rail. So dumb fucks try to say like, oh, design's everything. Yeah, until you feel the power of that gameplay and the absurdity of their abilities, then design is all of a sudden taking a back seat, you know? So, and like I told y'all, Dante has done that, like personality, charisma, swagger, you know, aura. Aura's another important one. Geshu Lin in Wuthering Waves, bro's aura is in its entirety carrying his cells. So there's a lot of other factors, but this, I rest my case. I think y'all get what I mean. That's gonna wrap up my thoughts on these two characters. I yapped quite a bit here, but hopefully I provided a lot of context to my point of view. Comment down below. Let me hear you guys' thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.